Hello, it's Jennifer from Pastor's Wife DigiPrints, and today I'm going to show you how to make some paper ruffles. These are newly in my shop, ready for you to buy. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just cutting off the white part my printer makes. And this is cardstock. And this background is white lace. Each one has a different background. There's one with white, completely white. And you can kind of make that any color you want with your inks. I'll show you that one too. Right now they're printing up off my computer, and as they get ready I can show you each one. And I'm going to show you how to make them, because they're not already made. And you may say, I've never heard of paper ruffles. Well, I just made it up, so we're going to see how it works. In my brain it works real good. Alright. I'm going to get my cutter out for cutting these. Just one moment. Okay, got it. I want it to be pretty straight. And I'm not that straight of a cutter. Let's see, that looks about right. It's a little off from where I really wanted it, but I can cut again. That one's really big. I can cut it too. But this is the start. I need to get the other kind of cutter, but I just have so much going on right now. I keep forgetting to pick one up. My dad is in the hospital, so if you are a prayer warrior, please pray for my dad. Not in good shape. Right now, he's getting a feeding tube put in so he can recover from his illness. I really like that stitch right there. So yeah, pray for him and me and my family. Okay, I'm gonna leave that one. I think I like that. It's gonna make a really big one, so I don't know. I'll trim it just a little bit on each side. Yeah, I need to trim that one. Alright, we're about to get started on this. I'm going to use those two because they're very similar. So I'm going to have to make them even skinnier on that one. Unfortunately. Not perfect. Okay. Just a tiny bit more. Alright, I'm going to call it done and show you how we make these. So, I am going to just use my little square on here. And actually I need to start farther down. Okay. Now I'll use my square. For the first fold, you're going to make a bigger fold than you need. Like twice the size. Like make an inch and then fold it back to the 1/2 inch. I think that's correct. I'll just have to do it for a second. Get it straight. Okay. And then you just kind of move that up to the inch and fold it to the 1/2. And you keep doing that. And just scoot it. So inch, 1/2 inch, inch, 1/2 inch. Hope I'm making sense. If I'm not, just eyeball it and say, is that looking like what she's doing? Sure is. Okay, I'm doing it right. Sometimes directions just hinder us. Okay. Now, I want it longer than that. I want it to be my full page here. Find my spot. Okay. So you see what I mean? So I'm going to fold that 1/2 inch there and glue it to this one. Let me get my dry glue off. Okay. With my tacky glue, of course, my favorite glue. And I'll just keep going. I'm gonna let that glue for a second while I show you another page. Or 2 or 3. Okay, so here's my tan. And then here's my like coffee or tea stained lace. This is the boho teal orange one. And some more popping out as we speak. So let's keep going on this one. So we can show you what the end product's gonna look like on this particular one. Every one's gonna look way different from the other, I think, except for the 2 lace ones. They're very similar. And I'm using cardstock, but I'm also printing some out on regular paper just to see the difference. Okay, now if you want to make it into a belly band, okay, that one got accidentally glued down. That doesn't look right. Still don't look right. I think I'm going to pop that like that. Okay. Alright. So if you want to make it into a belly band, you're going to put like a flat strip on top of this. Just a piece of paper and glue it down. Like that, you know, bam. But I'm not making a belly band, so I'm going to get out my inks. Ink the edges, because you want to give it dimension. Just like that. You could probably take black ink too. I'm just doing the vintage photo from Ranger or from, what's his name? Tim Holtz. I think of his name. Okay. all the way down both sides. Okay, now I don't know how long this is going to be. Hold on. Oh, it fits perfect. Okay, I'm going to go back and hit the folds too. You could even use some kind of a peach color because its thread on it is kind of peachy, or use a combination of colors to give it even more depth. Let me know how you use yours. Which one is your favorite? Okay. I may want to just... This one I think was the white. I'm not sure what it was. I may want to just put more ink all the way on it. My ink, I think it's drying up again. Okay, got that all on. I'm gonna start doing the after I put it back together. Okay. I'm gonna start gluing. I think just for ease of gluing, I am gonna put like a piece of paper on it, even though I'm not using it as a belly band. So just a second, let me get a piece of paper. All right. Let me see how wide that is. Less than an inch. Okay, where'd she go? Way down here somewhere. Okay. I'll fold you over. And I'm just gonna use my handy dandy glue stick to put this on with. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Well, hopefully I did this right. I may have made it shorter than it was. Let's see. Yeah, I did make it shorter. Okay. I don't know how I did that, but I did. Leave it to me. Well, I don't know. It is what it is. I'm just gonna put it in the middle. It Feels nice. It has a nice little texture to it. Okay. Now for the glue. Let's use this again since it's nice and flat. Just use a lot of it. Make sure I get it at the ends. Okay. It gives it a, I think it gives it kind of a steampunky look. I think I want that to stay down. I don't know. Something about that's not right. Oh boy. I think it dried when I pulled it up a while ago. Okay. Yikes. Okay. There it goes. Yay, everything's cooperating now. I'm going to give this just a tad more. There we go. That did what it wanted it to do. Anyway, I think it looks kind of steampunky. I like it. It's still popping up. Let's see. See, I'm not a perfect crafter, so I hope that helps you, not hinders you, to know that you don't have to be perfect to make something pretty. Okay, there's that one. Now, let's see what else is popping out of the computer. Here's another boho print. I really like this one. And here's a nice pale pink for your vintage looks. Now this one is really fun. This is the first one I started with. I'm going to show you how this works. There's two of those. And I just got to make them the right size. I'll do them both together since I did get them about the same. If I can line up my stitching like that. Okay. I can trim that edge so that it matches, hopefully. That's my thoughts, but who knows? Does that work? Okay, now we have similar sizing. Like I said, nothing's perfect. Okay. Now what you would do is you pick your color, like if you want it to be vintage looking, you're going to use that one probably. There's also other Holtz colors that are all really cool and vintage looking. But for me, I don't have them all. I need to get them. I really like them. But you can use whatever ink, cheapo inks like these, you can get at the store or online. And make it work. As long as you got one of these, pretty good. Sorry, I'm trying to look for my pink. It's always hiding from me. It's not right. Okay. I still don't know where it went. Sorry. One moment. All right, I'm back. I found my pink. It was hidden. It really was. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decorate my edges before I fold. You can do it before or after, but I'm doing it before this time. Okay, now I'm going to use a different dauber cover to do pink. Somebody's alarm's going off. Okay. Then I'm going to add some pink here and there. I know it looks neon at the moment, but once we get done, it won't look neon. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. I haven't done my brown edges yet, my vintage photo. That's okay. I'm going to show you that you can do it before or after, but the pink is kind of important right now. And so let's take it out. Then we're going to put this over the top. And it kind of mutes the pink and makes it more vintage looking. And there's one more thing we got to do to make it really cool. Lay down. Okay. One moment. Okay. Then you take your little spray bottle of water and spray the whole thing. When you add water to the distress ink, it really gives it another dimension. So I'm going to let that dry and we'll work on the second. I got a little water on it already. That's okay. I'll just add to the whole grunginess of it. And we'll spray. Okay, we're going to let those set for a second. Okay, now the next one I have is a black and pink background. It's kind of muted. And then there is a pale blue crosshatch pattern. I really thought that was cool. So let's go back and see how these guys are doing. And we'll start folding them. I'm going to give my head a spray. It needed it. Okay. All this stuff out of the way. And I'm going to move my board. And here we go. One moment. Okay, so I'm back. I'm gonna get all these little pieces out of the way. We can use those maybe for something else. All right, we're just to start folding. See if we can do a better job this time of our folding. We probably will get better as we go. Who knows, we might get worse. Hope not. And it's still a little damp, but that's okay. I think my fingers touching it will actually make the colors blend good. So I'm not worried. And the last bit, how shall I do it? I'm going to try it this way. Put my glue. Yeah, here it comes. Okay. Sorry, phone died on me, or it stopped on me. Like I said, just attach the new strip right there, and then move it up to that line and fold. I think that's correct. It looks good to me. And then you just keep folding, moving, folding, moving, fold, move to the inch line. Half, fold. And before it, you know it, you are finished. And don't stress out about it being perfect, because it's not about stress, it's about relieving stress. Okay, now we're going to cut us a strip of paper real quick. I'm going to do that off camera so I don't have to clutter my desk again. So bear with me. I'll be done in just a jiffy. All done. Okay, now make sure the ends get lots of glue. All right. And this is just to keep it all together good. You don't have to struggle. No struggling here. Press all that down. Just keep pressing until you feel like it's all glued and staying together. And I'm going to cut that off the end. Now the ends you got to make sure are covered in ink. That's what I was doing to this other one off camera, because I saw some white down here. Now it's all covered and looking nice. Now I'm going to go back with my vintage photo ink and hit these edges again. You can really pop, because they are going to show. Nice and grungy. Now I'm going to go and get the little folds. And it really adds to it to do that. It makes it really dimensional, like fabric. Now I made this so that if you are in a small space and you don't have a lot of room for all these different fabrics and everything that some people do, well then there you go. It looks like the same effect as a fabric ruffle would have without it being actually fabric. Now I'm going to use this one as a belly band. Add my tacky glue at one end and the other. It's a slippery doodah there. Slippery doodah. Slippery. You know, ever sing that song when you're a kid? Zippity doodah, zippity a. It's from a movie, I think. What was it from? Maybe leave that in the comments. I don't know. I done forgot. Just clean up the glue. And voila! You want it to come up a little so that you can put stuff under it. So I'm going to move it back a little. That way you can put an envelope or pocket thingy there, whatever you want underneath. There's plenty of room. Always do that, stick your fingers under something, because if it's too tight then you can't fit anything. Okay, see now you can just stick a lovely envelope there. Ta-da! If it's too tight, I guess you can pull it back the other way. I mean, too loose. There you go. Ta-da. I'm not going to leave that in there because it'll end up gluing to it. But I thought those were a great idea, and if you like this, please look in the description and find the link to my store, which is Passersby Digiprint on Etsy. And we'll see you later. Bye-bye.